If expanding single bracket exam style questions confuse you, this video will help you. So here we have an example. Let's expand. Always remember, expand means multiply throughout the bracket. Therefore, you multiply everything in the bracket. So in this case, we're going to multiply 3 by everything inside the bracket. So let's start. 3 multiplied by x is 3x. 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. Let's look on another example. Also, remember, this cannot be simplified any further because they are unlike terms. Let's look on example 2. Here we have expand, example 2. So 4 multiplied by x will give you 4x, and then 4 multiplied by minus 5 will give you minus 20. So let's go on. If these help, subscribe, and you can pause the video and try these. Okay, let's start. Remember, we're expanding, multiplying throughout the bracket. So 3 multiplied by x is 3x, and then 3 multiplied by minus 4 will give you minus 12. Okay, let's try this question. Expand, okay, 5 multiplied by 2x is 10x, then 5 multiplied by minus 3 will give you minus 15. Okay, now let's look on some exam style questions. Okay, here we go. Expand. Now we have a negative 2 outside the bracket, but the procedure remains the same. So it's negative 2 multiplied by 3x, and that is negative 6x. Then negative 2 multiplied by minus 5, and that will give you positive 10. Remember, a negative multiplied by a negative will give you a positive. Let's go on to our next question. So here we have negative p squared multiplied by 2p add 1. So let's expand. Let's multiply throughout the bracket. Stay with me with this question. So here we have, and it's always good to multiply the numbers first to ensure that you don't make a mistake. So negative 3 multiplied by 2 will give you negative 6. And p squared multiplied by p will give you p to the power of 3. So let's start. So that's negative 3p squared multiplied by 2p is negative 6p cubed. Then remember, you multiply everything in the bracket with your negative 3p squared. So that's negative 3p squared multiplied by 1 is negative 3p squared. Okay, stay with me now. You can try these questions. Okay, let's start. So again, expand these bracket, multiply throughout these bracket. Remember, you need to multiply everything in the bracket. So 6 multiplied by 2, h is 12h. And 6 multiplied by minus 4 will give you minus 24. Okay, also remember we cannot simplify these expression any further because they're unlike terms. So this is a 12h and this is 24. So they're unlike term. So you leave as is. So that's correct. Let's move on to this one. Expand 5x multiplied by 5x squared, then multiply by minus 1. Okay, so let's multiply throughout the bracket. So 5x multiplied by 5x squared. Just a quick reminder, just to ensure that you get this correct. Your 5 multiplied by 5 is 25, and then x multiplied by x squared is x to the power of 3. So it's very helpful to multiply the numbers first, and then you multiply the letters. Okay, let's start. So 5x multiplied by 5x squared will give you 25x cubed. And then 5x multiplied by minus 1 will give you minus 5x. And remember, that's your answer. It cannot be simplified any further as these are unlike terms. If this video helped, please like, subscribe, and share, and watch the next video on expanding and simplifying more than